Loudoun County, Virginia is one of the more popular counties in all of the DC region. And you know what? It was recently rated the most richest county in all of the United States of America with a median income of around $172,000 per household. So if you're thinking about relocating here to Loudoun County, definitely watch this video because I'm going to go do a full breakdown on everything you need to know about Loudoun. So let's get right into it. And let's take a look at the map here. And really quick though, my name is Colgan. I am a realtor here in the DC region. A few times while this video is going to be going on, we're going to flash my number below. Text me or call me anytime if you're thinking about buying a home in the DC region. As you can tell, I know this area well. I lived here my whole life. So let's talk about Loudoun. Where exactly is Loudoun County? So if you're looking at a map, right here is Washington, DC. And then Loudoun is this big thing, kind of like northwest a little bit of Washington, D.C. And then, of course, it's part of Northern Virginia, which would be this Fairfax area, that's Prince William County area, Arlington, Alexandria, and then, of course, you have Loudoun. So all of that right there is considered Northern Virginia. Why is Loudoun so wealthy? That might be something that you might be asking yourself. A lot of high-paying tech jobs, government contracting, which all really come around this area, which I'm going to dive into. And then, of course, it's super close to Washington, D.C., Arlington, and Tyson's as well. So let's talk about, let's say if you're going to move here, what would be your different housing options? Where would you want to look? So right over here, we have Sterling, Virginia. A lot of these towns I did full-fledged videos on, so I will link them below. As you can see on the screen, I did one on Sterling in the past if you want to watch that one. Sterling is going to be the most affordable place in all of Loudoun County, but also it's going to be a little bit older. Most of the houses were built in the 70s and in the 80s time frame. So definitely keep that in mind with a medium sales price of $575,000. On niche.com, it's rated an A- overall, A- for families, and then B- for schools. Now this area, you're going to get a lot of like older shopping centers. You're also going to have some high-end stuff, right? Like $1 million properties, the $200,000 to $300,000 condos, to townhomes from $400,000 to $500,000. What I like about the location, though, super close to Dulles Airport. So Dulles Airport's literally like 5 to 10 miles away. And then also close to Reston, Virginia, and Herndon, Virginia, which are located in Fairfax, that have huge job markets. So the other thing with Loudoun, right, is you can go up this toll road here, 267, right into Tyson's, and then you also have Route 28. This road, they've done a lot of expansion on. There was a ton of traffic there. They've done a lot better expanding on it, and it connects with Centerville, Virginia, which is part of Fairfax. And then also over here is 66, which you probably wouldn't take too much if you went to DC living in Loudoun, but that's just something to kind of give you a better idea so you know exactly where you're at. So the first place, like I said, would be that Sterling area, which is like kind of on the eastern tip here, north tip, I guess, of Loudoun. Now, what a lot of people do is they kind of go up this 7 right here, or this 267 up Route 50. And Ashburn is going to be one of the more popular places in all of Loudoun County, because you know why? It's everything is pretty much brand new. Now the median sales price is $735,000. It's got an A+ on niche.com. Get this, for overall rating, A+ for families, and an A+ for schools. Most of the schools in Ashburn are going to be brand new because everything in there is pretty much new. They have this amazing thing called One Loudoun over there, where you have this iFly where you can go skydiving. They also have a Topgolf, and then this huge shopping area called One Loudoun where you can walk around. There's all kinds of farmers markets, movie theater, just anything and everything that you want. Keep in mind too, there is also a ton of these data centers. They are literally everywhere. They even took over some of like the old headquarters of Verizon and things like that. But there is a ton of like data centers in this area and a lot of younger families, but it can get really expensive. Like I said, medium sales price is $735,000, but you're going to have all kinds of different options on housing, whether it's condos, townhomes and single family homes. There's even some communities in there that I know about that Toll Brothers made that have golf course communities and things like that. So pretty much any and every option. I mean, I went to a party one time and it was a $1.3 million townhouse with elevators in it. It was a 4-level townhouse. So just all kinds of different housing options, and everything is brand new. It's definitely one of the more popular parts in all of the country, and a lot of people really do love that Ashburn area. It also has its very own metro stop. So if you really wanted to ride that metro and go all the way into Reston, Virginia, or it goes all the way up and through Tysons, it goes right up through here, and it also does a little stop at Dulles Airport and this Ashburn area. So you could really not have to have a vehicle if you really didn't want to, and you could ride the metro right into Washington, D.C., or maybe even Tysons Corner, Virginia, McLean, Virginia. That's where the Capital One headquarters and things like that are going to be. And that's a very expensive area as well. So like I said, Ashburn, really popular. Another popular area I'm going to touch on is going to be a newer neighborhood area called Brambleton. Excuse me, right now I have a heater on me, and it is really hot in this office. But anyways, Brambleton is more of like a walking area they designed. Really popular as well. Mainly everything is brand new. This is a completely planned out community. The one thing though, it can get really expensive. Medium sales price of $906,000. It does have a niche.com rating of A+ overall, A+ for families and A+ for schools. A lot of younger families, a lot of unique looking housing like we're showing you here on the drone. Some of the houses over there even look like, you know, something that you'd see in like California, things like that. They also have this really cool shopping center with a Lifetime gym at it. And there's just all kinds of things that you can do. A lot of walking trails, pretty much anything and everything that you could ever imagine is going to be over there. Really popular again, but super expensive, but a lot of like attached housing as well. But a lot of people that would work and live in this Brambleton area, they're either going to work in Reston, Chantilly, maybe even Fairfax, Tysons, and then of course Arlington, where Crystal City is, where the new Amazon headquarters is, or Washington, D.C. Another thing that I want to touch on too, it's kind of funny, the Commanders, the football team, they're actually based here in Ashburn, and we actually have some video of their field there, their practice center. So a lot of the football players, they all live over in Ashburn and that Brambleton area as well, or like the townhomes. So it's a really ritzy area. Another cool area that really started to blow up is this Aldie, Virginia. When I was a kid, I would take my dad to the airport all the time. And we grew up over here in Gainesville, and you take this and then you would literally ride up all these country roads. Now it's all exploded, but Aldie is a really like all new town, all new homes, brand new townhomes, all kinds of different things like that. Medium sales price, $938,000. A overall rating on niche.com. A for academics, A- for diversity, but a lot of brand new schools, all kinds of different things going on over there. You go through this Route 50 and you can go hit up this 28 right here, right? So you could go that road, you can go up and hit 66 right into DC, or you could go this way and go into 28 to Centerville, or you could hop up here and go right into Reston. So all kinds of different options. There's also some back roads that will take you through there as well. That area is really popular. This road right here, though, used to be really trafficked, and they've really like expanded it and done a ton of different things. If you're looking though for like more to do, like nightlife, things like that, you're not gonna find it in Aldie. But if you're looking for more of that planned community where the kids can get out, walk around, do what they want, you know, that's gonna be a lot more of that. A lot of like these huge like mega mansions and places like that. But Aldie is definitely popular, very popular with a lot of like out of town buyers, things like that. One thing that you really can't see on the map, it's kind of over in this area, really popular area called South Riding. It's a huge planned community. It's right over by Aldie area, and this community has golf courses. They have indoor pool, anything and everything that you could think of. A few of my family members live in there, and this is a planned community with several thousand homes. They actually have their own zip code, their own town name. Sometimes it's called Chantilly, Virginia, which kind of goes through Fairfax and also Loudoun. But that neighborhood, super popular. I think they started it in the 90s and they kept building and building. $638,000 is going to be your medium sales price over in there. And then an A+ rating on niche.com, A+ for family life, and A+ for schools. Again, they have their own schools and things like that in there as well. And it's a nice, good location down here as well, because you can go around here, and you have the Chantilly, you have Centerville, you have Reston, you also have Fairfax, Burke, Springfield, Tyson's, all kinds of places that you can work at. So South Riding, definitely keep that area in mind too. It's a really great neighborhood, and we can definitely show you any houses. By the way, if you're thinking about buying or selling a house, definitely hit me up at this number below. Let's keep going on this tour. Now, let's just say you wanted something a little bit more cheaper and Loudoun was a little too expensive. A lot of people will go into this Haymarket and Gainesville area. Medium sales prices are going to be a little bit cheaper, but it is a little bit more affordable if that's something that you want to consider. And you can easily head up this 15 and go in through Aldie and go right into Ashburn from this 234 or 66 area if you wanted to do that. One other cool thing that I'm going to show you about living over here in Loudoun County, this Middleburg area, this is like original Virginia horse country. The Mars Candy, the candy bar family lives there. All kinds of former like movie stars, media people live there. You're talking these huge horse ranches. They just built this brand new resort called Salamander with some housing there. Housing in there can go upwards of millions upon millions of dollars. One of the most expensive places in the world, but all kinds. I mean, I'm talking Kentucky Derby winners have been out of there. Anything you can think of. It's pretty much horse everything. It was actually named the #1 Christmas town in all of America. And I think it's been named like the most Hallmark looking town in Christmas, and they have these big like Christmas parade where the hawks hunting things come out, the horses with all the dogs come out and they wear their outfits, and it is really cool, like beautiful town. When you go in there, you do not feel like you are actually like in the city or near Washington, D.C. The Kennedys actually had a place out there, and I want to say Mrs. Kennedy for years lived out there as well with her friends and things like that. So just old money there, a lot of cool things. Also in this Upperville area, part of like this area Loudoun, you're going to get a lot of like wineries, breweries, all kinds of things to do, places to have brunch. You can hit over the Fauquier County area where the Marshall and the Plains, and you're going to have so much to do over there. When it comes to like wineries, breweries, horses, all that is over in Middleburg, and a lot of people come from all over the world to check out Middleburg. All right, so one of the more really popular areas of Loudoun County is called Leesburg, Virginia. You've probably heard about it, very popular town. They have this thing called Old Town, well, not a thing. They have a place called Old Town Leesburg, or the original part of Leesburg. Over there is like this really charming old town area. You can get out and walk around to the different local shops and schools and things like that. We're showing you some on the video here, but that place is simply beautiful. There's all kinds of different housing over there as well, whether you want a $200,000-$300,000 condo up to several $1 million homes. Leesburg has a medium sales price of $715,000, A overall rating for schools, A for families, and then A- for overall rating as well. So $715,000, all kinds of different housing options, golf course neighborhoods, townhomes that are $2-3 million, the townhomes that are $400,000 or $500,000. I've sold tons of houses, got to be hundreds by my time in my career here at being in Northern Virginia. Really popular area because you can also hop on the road, right? Go right up in here to Ashburn, hop on Ashburn's Metro. They basically connect now, and Leesburg has so much to do. You can also go down this road right here. You can head towards that Gainesville Haymarket area on 15. You can also head up here. There's like a big circle that comes here. You hit up Middleburg, Virginia off of this 50. There's just so much to do. Really convenient. You can also tell it is really close over to the Maryland line and Frederick, Maryland, and all kinds of, that's Frederick up there. This is a really great location. Over there too is this Leesburg outlet mall that's been there for years. One of the more popular outlet malls on the East Coast, but really like charming living over there. If you want something like a little bit more slow paced, it's not country or anything like that, but if you want that cool downtown where people go out maybe and they sit on the street and drink and eat, that's going to be more of Leesburg. If that's more your pace, that would definitely be a good thing. But keep in mind that there's so many different neighborhoods over in Leesburg. One other thing I'm going to touch on a little bit, you can see now we get over here to like the country part of Loudoun, like Western Loudoun, right? And it even connects with, so huge, it connects with West Virginia, Charlestown, Berryville, parts of Virginia. It is really huge. I'm not going to dive too much deep into there, but one of my favorite spots over here is somewhere this town called Purcellville. It's got a really cool, charming town as well. A little bit older houses mixed in with some brand new shopping centers, and then also some brand new housing as well. Medium sales price $775,000, A overall rating on niche.com, A+ for family life, A for schools. A lot of brand new things. A lot of people have moved out here because they either have horses, they want a little bit of land and some space. Really beautiful. You can see all the mountains. I was just out there earlier, was driving around the older town, stopped by my favorite place, Chick-fil-A, And there's just like so much, well, there's more better things there besides Chick-fil-A, but so much to do out there, all kinds of different types of housing options as well. If you want maybe like a Rambler to a split level or a 3-level Colonia, it's pretty much going to have whatever you want. This Route 7 though, that goes up through Leesburg and to Ashburn and all these other areas, just keep in mind though, that area can get a little bit trafficy. It backs up a lot, and it also does connect all the way out to Winchester, Virginia. So a lot of people that live in Winchester use that area to commute through. So definitely keep that in mind if you're going to check out Purcellville. But like I said, medium sales price $775,000. I mean, we're talking this is the richest county in all of the United States. One other cool thing, it's not really here visible on the map. There's this neighborhood called Creighton Farms, where houses go $5 to $7 million. One of the most beautiful neighborhoods ever. I did a video on the richest parts of Northern Virginia, and they wouldn't let me even in the gate. You would have thought I was trying to, rob somebody the way they acted. But anyways, over there's these big, huge mansions. Again, ton of the basketball players, Commanders lived in there. RG3 lived in there when he was on the Commanders. Really beautiful gated golf course community. Things like Jack Nicholson, that's the actor. Jack Nicklaus golf course. All kinds of different, places you can check out there. But honestly, if Loudoun isn't for you and you want like maybe a cheaper price or you want a little bit slower pace of life, I would check out this Winchester area, right? Medium sale price is going to be a couple $100,000 cheaper. Also, if you want some mountain life, you could check out Front Royal and Linden area. What you would do from there is right up to 66, go through Haymarket, Gainesville, and Manassas is right here, which is a big town, and then you can go right into DC. That's going to be one heck of a commute, though. Keep that in mind. Winchester, it gets out here as well. There's another town called Stevens City, which is another good option. I really wouldn't suggest going all the way out to West Virginia. Not that something's wrong with it, but you get pretty far out there. There's a big casino over in this Charlestown area as well. But you can see why Loudoun is the richest county in the United States. It's just so close to DC. So many high-paying tech jobs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick overview of Loudoun. Most of these towns I've done in-depth videos on. So you can go on here, and I'll put them in below and watch my full video tour where we go around about. It's like we're shooting like Jurassic Park. I've got a camera guy, mic guy, pretty much anything, makeup person to make me look good. Pretty much anything and everything you can think of, okay? So definitely subscribe to my channel. Hit me up at the number below if you're thinking about buying a house or selling a house anywhere here in the DMV.